What's going on, YouTubers? I'm going to make this short and sweet and to the point. And the question I want you to ask yourself, which I'm sure you have been asking, is YouTube dead? Is YouTube at the end of its era? You know, the route that they keep going on monitoring channels on content and not letting people do free will, which is kind of what started the whole YouTube channel network. People could upload videos, express yourself, opinions, so forth, right? That's why we turn on cable TV, right? So we can have a variety of channels to choose from. When you start to restrict people of that content, they go somewhere else. And I know a lot of you bitch and complain about not being able to speak your mind, or they're restricting your content. And at some point, you're going to get so pissed off, you're just going to go somewhere else, which is what a lot of people are doing, right? YouTube may be at the end of its era. And if you think you have First Amendment freedoms in their house, you're wrong. You only have those freedoms in your own home. You can speak your mind. But people want to go onto social platforms and they want to speak their mind. And that's fine. I have nothing against that. I think that if you continue with that mindset that you think you can just get on Facebook and Twitter and YouTube, you're mistakenly wrong. You do not have the First Amendment freedom on YouTube to speak your mind. Channels that are successful are channels that don't talk about the truth or politics or the whole election thing, because it's bad to talk about, right? If you want freedoms and you want to speak your mind, you do it in your house. You can't do it on these platforms. And until enough people leave the platform and go somewhere else, to Patreon, Bitcoin, all those private, networks that are going to make money off of people, YouTube stock is going to go down big time. And it's not until it goes down that they realize that they effed up. And I'm not here complaining about YouTube. I'm just speaking my opinion. You may or may agree or may dislike it. It doesn't matter to me. I don't write the checks out to channels, right? And I've been around for a long time, and I've survived because I've kept my head down low. This is not to draw attention to my channel or to draw fights with anyone. I'm just letting you know you don't have the First Amendment here on YouTube. You do not get to speak your mind. Channels that entertain, that limit their content on political views are successful. Talk about rainbows and unicorns and kitties, you'll be on the top 10 list. Gun channels are going away. I've been saying it forever. And they're not going after your guns, they're going after ammo. Remember that. Because without the ammo, your guns are useless. You do not have First Amendment rights here on YouTube. Remember that. Read out. And one last thing. I'm going to leave a link in the description below, just so that you can get a point of view from a young person's point of view on the whole YouTube thing. And there's tons of videos out there. If you just type up, is YouTube dead or YouTube is dead? But I'm posting the link below, so that you can get a perspective from a young generation. That is the next generation of YouTubers right there. And if we feel this way and no one's listening to us, surely someone's going to be listening to the next generation, the younger generation that is now seeing the circus that's going on with YouTube and realizing that, hey, we can't even express ourselves. We can't even freely say what we want to say. And, the common thing is, if you don't like it, move on, right? No one's asking you to buy stock. No one's asking you to buy this product. And that is the problem with today's cancel culture is, if someone doesn't like your channel, doesn't like what you're selling, doesn't like the way you're dressed, doesn't like the fact that you like guns, doesn't like the fact that you voted for the other party, it's cancel culture, right? And they're gonna see that your channel dies. They're gonna see that you lose your job and lose everything because they don't agree with your point of view. And instead of just letting everyone, you do you, I do me, right? You vote for who you want, I vote for who I want. If you don't like guns, don't buy them. right? If you don't like to hear the truth, move on. If the truth scares you, move on. Nobody's forcing you to watch my YouTube channel. No one's forcing you to buy into my stock or buy into my beliefs. If you don't like me, move on. You know, it's the same thing with social media platforms. I see it all the time on other platforms where people will bitch and complain. And the thing is like, if you see these people in person, you know you wouldn't go up to them and start talking shit. But because you're behind a keyboard warrior, people feel like they have to comment on everything. They have to give their 2 cents. They have to tell you, you know, your hair looks ugly. They have to tell you, oh, I wouldn't buy that piece of crap. If you're not interested, move on. No one's asking you to buy it. Anyway, it's the culture we live in today. Right out.